Hello friends and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today in this video we will collect we will make our player collect the chickens and drop them into the home. So let me play this. So now you can see that we can collect the chicken and drop them into the home. Similarly, we are going to get second and drop it in the home, and now all of the chickens are collected and we will show a dialog that level is cleared. So to do that, the first thing I did here is you can download a sprite from Google. Simply search home.png and select any of the or download any of the image from Google and import it into your assets folder. Now the second thing that you need to do with this sprite, you need to add a box collider or any collider you want, and I have scaled the collider to fit this door, and also make sure that is trigger property is set to true and make sure to tag it with home. So go ahead and create a new tag called home and make sure that our home has a tag. So after that, now we need to detect when our player collides with this collider. So when our player collides with this collider, we are going to get the child uh, get the chicken from his child and drop it right here. So let me open the script first, and so now in the player script or kitty script, in the on trigger enter 2d, we added a new if condition. So if the collider has a tag which is home, then what we are going to do is we are going to get the child count of our player. So this is because we need to make sure that when our player collides with this home, he must have a chicken in his child. So right now that our player has only one child game object which is called ground position. So if the child count is greater than 1, because the child count right now if you see is 1, because we have only one object in its child. So if we after collecting the chicken, the child count will be 2, so which will be greater than 1. So this line can tell us that the player now has a chicken collected. So if that's the case, we are going to get the reference of the chicken that is collected by our player. So we can simply say transform, which is referring to the current player's transform, and we are going to get the child at index 1. So remember, at 0 index the ground position is. After collecting the chicken will be at index 1 in the player's child. So we are getting the child at index 1 and we are taking the reference of its game object, and we are storing it temporarily in chicken game object. Now we need to do a set of things. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that our chicken now no longer follows our player. So we are simply getting the reference of chicken script, which is this script, and we are making it the follow boolean to false, because when the follow is false, our chickens then no longer follows our player. So we need to stop the following. So make sure that this follow is set to public, because so that we can access it in other scripts. Now following is done. Also we need to remove it from the child of our layer. So to do that, we'll simply say chicken dot transform dot parent is set to null. So this will put out the child, put out the chicken from a player's child. Then we need to set the collider enabled property to false. Why we do that, I will show you in a moment. Now after that, after disabling the collider, we need to enable the script that is called chicken run. So what is chicken run? So go ahead in the scripts folder, create a new script called chicken run and put it onto your chickens. Now in the chicken run script, there is only one line of code. We are simply making it run forward. So we will simply say transform dot position is equal to new vector 3, whatever its current position is, add some value to its x position every time. So remember, update is called 50 times per second. So this will be 0.05 into 50 times, and the we don't want to change the position on y, so uh, leave it as it is, and same with the z position. So this is very basic, so you must know this. And now why we did add this line of code. So let me first play it with this line. You can see that we can collect the chicken and drop it into the home. Now let's comment out this line of code and see what happens. Now you can see that, well, that's working fine, but it will create problems sometime, because if you see here, whenever we collide with this chicken collider, the our chicken is going to follow our player. So we don't want it to register collision after it is dropped into his home. So that's why we are saying get component, get the reference to its collider and make it disabled by setting the enable property to false. So that's it for this video, and in the next video we will do some more stuff. We will show a window here to, after collecting all the chickens from the scene, we will simply show a small dialog called level clear, and we will also put a rating system, because as you can see that we have our 3 coins. So if the user has collected all the coins, then he will get 3 stars. If you get one, then only 1 star. So we will do this in the next video. So if you like the video, kindly hit the like button, and I will see you in next video.